Okay, Homesteading with the Cases, we're going to take you up on the challenge to do
5 questions.
5 questions. We're going to do it.
Ooh, it's cool out here.
It's nice. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so the number 1 question was, name 3 YouTube channels that have inspired us.
So we got to start with the one that really kicked us off on this, and that's Abundant Permaculture, Justin Rhodes and Rebecca.
No doubt. I mean, hands down, we wouldn't be doing this without them.
Yeah, I mean, they opened our eyes to possibilities. So
they taught us how to look at it as a business. They taught us how to grow it. It's not a business yet, but we're having fun growing it.
But we got the idea.
And they mostly told us to vlog every day and tell our story. And we think we do that.
Yeah, and we enjoy it. It's fun.
So our second one is just barely getting started because they've been requested by several people to do it, and that's David's Pasture. They were highlighted on Justin Rhodes' tour.
America Farm Tour.
And we were so touched.
Amazing operation, doing all the right things.
10 children.
Just great example of how to make the changes.
Just, it was amazing. They're amazing. So if they get started, then watch them because they're wonderful. They just came on this last week and said, give us an idea of what you want to see. So we want to see you. Okay, I'll do this next one, you do this one. We're doing 4 because there's really 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so the third one is Art and Homesteading. They're just such a down-to-earth family, and they're totally real and probably living on a shoestring like most of us, or even, you know, greater than most of us, but they're so happy. And they do art, and they're beautiful artwork. He does such beautiful,
great photography.
Beautiful photography, and their garden is just a piece of art. So. And
their home eventually is going to be a piece of art. They got a long way to go, but
what they've done on it so far is absolutely beautiful. Great. So they very much inspire us. They're one we watch every day.
Now, there are lots of YouTube channels out there that we love, and so holding it down to 3 is really hard, but there's one more that we got to bring up. I mean, there's so many, but Hewitt Homestead. Devin, bud, you inspire us. Your enthusiasm is great.
One day we were talking, we were like, so why do we like Devin so much? Well, he's so happy, and he's such a family person, and he's centered in
all the right things.
Right. I mean, he's centered, and he's expecting a baby in 2.5 weeks.
His wife is.
Oh, well, he is too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the 4th one.
That's our 3 plus 1.
So the next question is 3 things that you're good at. So we decided to do this.
Neither one of us want to brag on ourselves. We're kind of, we don't like to do that.
We don't like to do that.
So we're going to tell about each other, which maybe that's a cop-out, but we get more of an honest answer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So what do I like about you?
I can't remember.
Well, I'm going to do the second one first, and she is a phenomenal cook. It's magic in the kitchen. I mean, I look in the refrigerator and the cupboards, and I'm like, man, I don't know what we're going to eat tonight. Half hour later, we have this unbelievable meal. It's
real
crazy.
Food.
It's
real
crazy.
Food.
It's crazy. Not to mention the fancy stuff that she does. She's does some great things. So
Aww,
I'm happy about it.
That's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna do the second one first.
Okay.
He's such a great gardener, but he's not doesn't just get in this soil and work it. He loves it. He researches it. He reads books about it. He doesn't have half the time to do it that he wants to. But you should see the soil in our garden. It's just beautiful.
I say it all begins with the soil, and I got to tell you, our garden this year is a testament to that.
Yeah.
We did the soil right, and it has rewarded us.
Right.
Bigger than we anticipated. So her first one, which I'm saying second, is she's a fantastic writer, and she's published. She's amazing. I think her parents were probably pretty amazed that they wouldn't have believed that of her.
Why?
Because when you were younger, you just didn't think you could do anything like that.
Well, I was raised in a home where girls didn't need to go to college and they didn't need to do anything because they were going to be moms and raise babies, and that's totally what I wanted to do and did do. But then I went to college later and found out that I could write. So it's fun. Jim is a very calming force in a conversation that escalates. So let me explain that. If there are some tough things happening in a group or at work or even at church or anything where it's a very difficult situation, he just holds anything negative inside. He offers calm statements. He's just this calming force. I think that's just such force.
Okay.
The force is with you. The calming force.
Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
No, you got to do this one.
Oh. We doing 3? Oh, there's 3?
Each.
3 each. Okay. She was a nurse. I mean, she is still a nurse, I guess, retired. Nurses are compassionate, and her becoming a nurse was just a fulfillment of what she is. Being compassionate, caring about people, helping people, always concerned about how the other person is feeling.
To a fault.
To a fault. She admits it, but she's very compassionate, very concerned about other people.
Okay, so my third thing that I know that you're really good at. Is that what we're doing? Yeah, things that you're good at. He is the most incredible husband. Now, let me say, when we were first married, I had a friend. He was in the Air Force. I had a friend, and she was complaining to me about her husband all the time, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. My husband's incredible. My husband's wonderful. Well, that has been multiplied hundreds of times through the last almost 45 years. And I never husband bash. He never wife bashes. But he loves me. He loves me. And he shows it by walking in the kitchen and saying, let me do the dishes. What can I do to help you? He helps constantly. He's so incredible of a husband.
You're sweet. Next question.
Next question. Name 3 things you're excited about. So we just decided to do 3 between the 2 of us.
Between the 2 of us. So the first one is...
You want me to do the first one?
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to do the first one?
You do the first one.
Okay. We are working towards getting our own land so we can homestead on our own land. I mean, we can do a lot on rented land. There's some limitations. Plus, investing a lot to do the permaculture types of things. We're going to walk away from it eventually when we get our own, or when they decide they don't want to rent to us anymore or whatever. So having our own to where we can build it the way we want and be able to age in place, we're excited about that.
It's like in our hearts, in our souls, we want it so
this
bad.
takes us all the way back to when we were first married. This is what we've wanted to do, and we could never make it happen. We always felt like maybe we didn't deserve it. It was too far out of reach. I don't know, but it's a realization
of
a lifelong dream for us.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Number 2 is we have 2 Colorado trips coming up. We're from Colorado, And he's a Colorado native, and that's where his whole family is. And we have 2 sons and 3 granddaughters there. And we get to take a trip there in 2.5 weeks for a week, just to go up into the mountains and fish and be there with our son. And then in October, we get to go back for our other son who's getting married. And so, yeah, we are very excited.
Excited to be
go
back
to
in
Colorado.
It's going to be great.
Okay, and the last one.
This is one that's gotten postponed at least twice.
Over and over, twice. Well, planned and postponed twice. Dreamed about for years.
Yes. And we're going to find a way next summer.
Next summer.
To take ourselves to Alaska.
For our
This girl was born in Alaska, didn't get to live there long enough to even begin to remember
4
it.
months.
So
it'll be our 45th wedding anniversary in February. That's not the time to go to Alaska, so we're going to go in the summer.
I guess if you really love snow and cold and dark,
And dark.
It's a good time to go. But we're going to go in the summer when it's a little nicer.
Okay, 4 things that help you relax. So I'm going to say one of mine, and then you can say one of yours.
Okay.
Okay. Water helps me relax, whether I'm sitting by the ocean or by the river. Just hearing it, hearing the waves, hearing the rapids, hearing the water run across. I can just sit there and stare at it. It's just amazing. I love that. It totally relaxes me.
I get relaxed not just by fishing, but by actually having some waders on and getting out in the water, whether it's a lake or a stream. There's just something about having that water around me and just doing some of that fishing and pulling them in. It's calming, it's relaxing. Listening to all the sounds that are there and smelling it, it's just so much about it that's relaxing. It relaxes me.
I haven't done this in a while, which really is sad, but I like reading a good novel and on my bed with the sunshine coming in. I love to do that. I haven't done it in far, far, far too long. Just a moment. Number 4.
I like to pick my guitar. Not really necessarily playing any song, but just kind of going through the chords, do different strums. The mellowness, especially 12 string, it resonates with me and I relax doing it. If I've had a rough time, things I need to calm down, I can sit down for just a few minutes, go through a few chords, and I'm back together.
Cool. All right, and then we're supposed to tag 5 other homesteads.
This is hard because there are a lot of fantastic homesteads going on out there.
So we don't know everyone who has been tagged already in this challenge.
So if you're being tagged a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th time, probably the best thing to do is to take the challenge and do it, and people will stop tagging you for it.
So we are going to...
And if you've already done it, we apologize. We try to watch all the videos, but
oh yeah, that would be really bad.
That's a tough one.
So if you've already done it and we missed it, then just yell back at us.
Yeah, tell us which one it was, what day it was, and we'll go watch it.
So the first one we are going to do is Art and Homestead. So we think that'll be fun with all their kids and Mama and Daddy. And the second one...
You know, we haven't seen them tagged in anything like this. And, you know, maybe a lot of people have, we just never heard it. But that's Justin and Rebecca with...
American Farm Tour.
Great American
Farm Tour.
Whatever their current big project is. You know, we know a lot about them, but in answering these questions, I think we'll learn a little bit more, and it'd be great.
Our third one is one that I'm not even sure if they're in the same circle that all of us are in.
I'm sure some of us are following them, though.
We've been following them for over a year, and that's Pure Living for Life. Jesse and Alyssa, who are building their own home in Idaho with all of you other wonderful Idahoans. And they're building a debt-free home. And we watch every single one of theirs. They're probably way too busy to do this, but hopefully they can find some time.
Well, Jesse, Alyssa, take a break, relax for a little bit, do a fun video, let people get to know you a little bit. We love the things you're doing. We'd like to get to know you a little bit with these kinds of questions. Please do it.
Number 4.
This is one that busy, very followed,
Very popular,
and that's Wrangler Star. But we'd like to know a little bit more about you. You know, we know a lot about what you know and what you can do, but
boy, if you want to know anything about tools, ask him.
he's the guy.
Amazing. And he's doing an amazing job on raising his son. And I say that because when he and his son were building the bridge across the water, he was building a son.
Yep, that's what he's
amazing.
doing. So he knows all the tools, the ones you use with your hands and the ones you use with your heart.
That's right.
Pretty good.
That's right. And number 5 is our good friends, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. And they may have been tagged before, maybe 20 times, I don't know, or maybe not at all. But anyway, we are tagging you. So we had a lot of fun doing this.
This is fun. This is a good break from normal routine. So.
And we have family coming in for the eclipse, which we are in the totality.
Yeah, things are getting a little bit crazy.
And we watched the gas prices in town jump up 30 cents today. We're like, okay, glad we already have our
everybody's hunkering down, knowing that the store shelves are going to get emptied and so on and so forth. So we're planning to stay home.
We're here, and it comes right over us, so it's pretty great.
Yeah, we're glad.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.